Friends, this is Kelly Calabrese here with your intentionally fabulous tip of the day. And today we're talking about letting go from a relationship. Wow, this is one of the most painful, to be honest, experiences that you can have. This is such a visceral, guttural, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual experience, right? It's everything. You can't disconnect those things. It's not just one of them. And the longer that you were in the relationship, the more difficult this can be. If you were in it for 1 year compared to 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you can imagine how much more difficult it is. I'm helping a friend right now who's about 10 days into a 2 year breakup, and it is just so raw and so real and so hard. If you've been there, you physically feel like you don't want to get out of bed. You might not want to eat, or you might be overfeeding. It's like a tornado came in and shattered your life, and there's this gaping hole in your heart that just hurts, and you feel like you can't get out of pain. You just can't stop thinking about it when it's that new. You're feeling sad, alone, depressed, just yearning for that connection because let's face it, dreams have been shattered, expectations were unmet, and it maybe didn't end well. So there is a way to heal. I promise you. You know it's possible because you have seen people that have gotten through breakup and have moved on to be whole by themselves and also go on to have other healthy, happy, long-term relationships, and it went well for them. I remember a friend saying to me, it's not always going to be this way. And at the time, I didn't believe him. And I had girlfriends say, oh, this is, they did you a favor. This is going to be awesome that they left. It's going to be better. And at the time, honestly, I felt like they were just being cruel and they just wanted company because they were miserable that their relationship didn't work. But anyway, here's the good news. You have it in yourself to heal. The healing comes from the inside. It is our ego that keeps us stuck in the pain, that negative ego that's saying, you should have done this and you weren't good enough and he took advantage of you here and he didn't respect you and so on. It's that ugly voice, that negative, that ego inside of you that is keeping you stuck in the pain. And yes, pain is part of it. It is a process. It is a grief cycle. And it's not just this linear way to get better and have success and feel well. It does take time, but it's more than just time. Time in itself will not heal you, but you have it within you. Every single person does, for you to feel better, to really confront the pain. So that means you need to feel the pain. I know that sounds cruel, it sounds hard, but you can't just pretend it's not there, and you can't just not deal with it, because it will rear its ugly head in other ways, because that pain is inside you. Somehow it will wind up coming out, and it might be misdirected at someone who didn't deserve it. So deal with the pain, feel the feels, and express it. You can express it by crying, by laughing, by journaling, by talking to friends and family, by getting a professional counselor, meditating, any way that you want to get it out of you. The pain does need to be released. So training your mind is the second thing that you can do besides feeling the pain, is train your mind that when you catch yourself going down that path, retelling the story, looking at how unfair things were, how unjust things were, stop your mind and turn it around, renew your thoughts to the present, because there's nothing that we can do to change the past. So bring yourself back to a present so that eventually, and hopefully sooner than later, you can start to envision this incredible future. Third is be grateful, because you might not see it right now. You might think nothing is great about this, but looking for what was good about the relationship, because there had to be something good or you wouldn't have chosen that person. And I'm sure it wasn't all bad, even if it was the beginning. But also, what's good right now about being single? There are some amazing things to being single if you look for them. And as you move into this place of gratitude, you come into a place of receiving good things. So don't deny the feelings, and then don't get stuck. when you find yourself just staying in anger or bitterness, you'll know because it feels like Groundhog Day every day, or you're quick to get defensive, or you're just quick to be triggered and get in that mood, then you know you're stuck. And that's where you really need to stop yourself and go, okay, what is it going to take for me to move on and get unstuck from this place of pain? Because it's not healthy to stay there. You cannot function well there. It will break you down physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, if you stay there. So you need to recognize it, you need to address it, and then ultimately, you need to know that you are love, that it wasn't about the other person, that it was about you, and that you can experience and have and be love on your own. And the healthier that you get, the better person that you become by being whole and feeling loved by yourself, not feeling lonely, but being alone with yourself and being complete and being whole, that if and when that next relationship comes along, you'll see that it's not dependent on the other person. Yes, they will add to your relationship, but it's what's coming out of you, the joy, the peace, the love, the light, the wholeness, that's going to make the love better than you can ask, think, or imagine. So I hope that that helps you with letting go. These are just a few tips. I actually have a Facebook group that I would love for you to join. It's called Intentionally Fabulous, and it's specifically for women going through any stages of separation, divorce, post-divorce, any long-term relationship breakup, to help you get from those stages of shock through the grief cycle to a place of not only healthy, but intentionally fabulous, living an amazing bonus life. And I also have a course called Single Redefined. It's an 8-week course where we do a deep dive on all of these topics and more to help you become the best version of yourself, better than you can ask, think, or imagine today. So I invite you to join, and please share this with anyone you know who is looking to heal and just have an incredible life, being present and being excited about an amazing future. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome, awesome day, and please do share this video.